Hello, Trenton Garmon. I wanted to share my screen here and be as informative as I can while I'm also effectively asking for support for some medication that has been recommended by an Indian doctor for stage 3A kidney disease. And the reason that I'm asking for support is because it's $2,500 over 10 months, which will certainly be potentially losing my kidneys, having to have a transplant, or otherwise. Now, the doctors, Western medicine, I'm not going to specifically mention which group they're with, said to me that the kidneys do not repair themselves. Now, I did some research. India indicates differently, a lot of their medicine. And then I found this from a 2014 study with Stanford Medicine. Adult kidneys constantly grow, remodel themselves, study finds. It's thought that kidney cells do not reproduce, much like other organs once fully formed. However, the kidneys are regenerating and repairing themselves throughout our lifetime. So it should not be a natural medical presumption that someone's going to go from a stage 2 to 3, 3A to 3B, 3B or 4, and then 5, which is total kidney failure, because the kidneys can actually repair themselves. So some of the treatment plans, whether it be dialysis immediately or medication and dialysis, are designed, I believe, more in line with Big Pharm's interests and Big Medicine's interests for profits over actual patient relations, patient best interests, and patient design with regards to all natural medicine. Your body's designed to repair itself. So I've made contact with this Indian doctor, and they're going to provide a regimen of 10 basically months of capsules. This is the site that I set up to inform people. I always like to read and be informed myself. I've tried some medical malpractice on a team, tried one myself, researched a lot. I've got high functioning low spectrum autism. And so I've been certified as a genius. But if you see this doctor here, my GRF improved from 14 to 70 in just 3 months. So if you get over 60, that takes you out of stage 3A into stage 2. And this is the irreparable kidneys, if you will. I say that tongue in cheek, just in a diagram there. Here's the study from Stanford that says no, that they are repairable. So this version of medication certainly is going to be better to attempt, as I believe and have faith will bring healing. And these are the elements that are in it. It's 28 different natural components. Of course, I've already started drinking cranberry juice. Another thing to be mindful is that with kidney disease, it does not necessarily mean that you have proper diagnosis if your creatinine level's not extended period of time under the rate. So 3-month period is what they say, has to be under that for 3 months. So I have been diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease, and I would encourage y'all to support this GoFundMe that I'll put a link there for that $2,500. I'll post receipts online. I've been accused of stealing, don't steal, but I have, of course, been hospitalized for it. And since I feel better, I've had the catheter removed. I was in the hospital 1 week and in the hospital the next week. I drained 3,300 milliliters off of my bladder, which is the other thing I wanted to share is I don't know that that's necessarily always best. And I'll put this in the screen share as quick as I can, because there's other studies, and this is kind of the Indian perspective of it as well, that when your bladder retains fluids, it's got urine in it, until you get to the point that that urine has been processed and filtered out enough, or you introduce, I've got this study here somewhere else, so, or you introduce additional hydration into your bladder, you're not going to necessarily find this probably easy to believe until you think through it, but believable from American perspective. Having urine in your bladder is not a bad thing, according to these other doctors and physicians, until it reaches the point where it's fully all that the kidney has done is filtered, dumped in it, and there's no more hydration absorption. Your bladder does have the ability not just to retain, but to absorb water, only water. And so, as a backup secondary tank, if you will, when you drink, you're pushing fluids into your system to stay hydrated. But if you get cotton mouthed or dry, your bladder actually may begin to absorb more water out of your urine, causing it to become even more potent. And eventually, of course, you'll dump that. So being told that you need to have only 500 milliliters in a fully voided bladder every time you go to the bathroom, or at random or some set out time that they think in their mind, or specific interval, that's just bogus. Your body knows what your body needs to do. And it is indisputable that there's an interconnected system within inside of you that has your kidneys and your bladder connected, of course, to your urethra too, which would, and I've still got a pending medical malpractice case now with why they had both hers cut. So I've done extensive study on this. This is not, these are some of the ingredients. This is not fairy tale or like road medicine. This is Western natural medicine, or Western unnatural medicine, compared to Eastern medicine that I'm specifically bringing up here. So if you go to that kidney disease support center, you'll see all these articles. You'll see that link for the medication that I'm buying. I recommend it for anybody that's diagnosed. I'm just telling you as a person, a citizen, a patient, diagnosed with stage 2 or stage 3 or 4 kidney disease. Go to this site here, regain kidney function, avoid dialysis. Karma Avinda, Dr. Puneet Nawaha. I spoke with him, his assistant today, his office, and I spoke with him earlier this week. So that's the route that I'm going, is trusting Stanford, and I'm trusting these Indian doctors who have been doing this a long time, and they have testimonials of Americans on there where they have reversed purported kidney disease. So you'll see in this here the link for the GoFundMe page, and this is a video created in support of that GoFundMe page. And to encourage people generally on the internet, there is hope. According to their medicine, kidney is able to repair and regenerate itself. It makes perfect sense. And your bladder is okay to have urine in it. Why would it not? It's like a coolant system in some ways. Doesn't even hurt your balance to have some weight to you. And of course, your stomach, I have half a stomach because mine was cut in half. But that article says very clearly that your bladder can reabsorb some water as needed. So some of these catheterizations may be appropriate and may not be inappropriate, but I know for sure that the statistics and the data and the studies that are not specifically Western oriented towards Big Pharm and profit, specifically Stanford, even though it's Western medicine, says your kidney repair and regenerate itself. In India, all their doctors, they have no doubt about that. I'm sure some have been properly Westernly influenced, but this is the route that I'm going to go. And so I pray that you support that with the donation to the GoFundMe for that medication.